defense, we see 5 probes, and here he goes. 6 probes, rather, and he's starting to attack, and now sea.really is not looking at it, and it gets surrounded. Look at this. He has surrounded this vulture by 4 probes. 1 less probe there, and the vulture gets out and kills every single probe at this expansion. If this vulture kills all the probes at this expansion instead of just 2, then sea.really will easily win this game. That is a huge, huge difference. In fact, when you go for such a quick nexus, losing some probes like that against this quick command center from sea.really, you're going to die. So sea.really did this really nice move here, and he just was not looking for a second. You know, he had it right next to the nexus where it could be trapped by probes. Standing in any other location, he could have gotten away. But, you know, he looks back, and this vulture is not going anywhere. So this game, it goes on for another 22 minutes or so after this. Despite Stork's, you know, very good build order, he won on the early build orders, so he really had this chance to basically tie up the game for himself, put Stork into a ridiculously disgusting position. But I can guarantee you that had he killed these probes, sea.really would have pretty much just rolled through Stork. So I suggest anyone does end up watching this game. Let's watch this vulture die. Oh. Ouch. And that is the look of a very frustrated Terran. Alright, what can I say other than what I've already said? Alright, there is this one other thing that I want to talk about. Okay, Jaedong. He enrolls in Seoul Cyber University. Now, Jaedong is a baller, but not for this reason. Not because of this university enrollment. Let's take a realistic look at this for a moment out there. Sorry, Jaedong fans, about to burst your bubble a little bit. 50 enrolled esports people at this online university. I got news for you. In South Korea, you have to join the army. And you know what the best way to not join the army is? It is to enroll into university. While you're in university, you get a buy on the army, you get a pass basically. You can just put it off for a while. And that is what Jaedong has done here. In fact, I would be ridiculously surprised if Jaedong takes even one of his own tests for this. Someone else in the organization most likely will just fill them out for him. I don't see him actually studying at all. You know, maybe he will a little bit in his free time, maybe. I don't know. But he's probably never going to have a regular job because this guy is a genius. And he's going to be ridiculously rich off StarCraft and probably be able to just turn that into a career some other ways. This is really and truly just an army dodge technique. A lot of pro gamers do it, and the only reason this was newsed, and you know, it's kind of sad that it was even newsed, is because it was Jaedong. As you saw, 50 other people in esports are in this university. Why weren't they newsed about? No one knew about them. Well, because Jaedong is so ridiculously popular, they're like, oh, let's get some hits by writing this article. And everyone took the bait. It's like, oh my god, he's even going to study and prepare for after pro gaming. No. Jaedong is going to be in the esports industry probably for his whole life, to be honest with you. You know, he's going to make something out of that through his connections from that, through his fame from that. This university thing is not actually going to help him. He's actually not even going to do anything with it. So yes, Jaedong fans, stop talking about how cool he is for enlisting in this. Yeah, alright. That is it for the weekly news. Yeah, I guess I got nothing else to say. Hey, this is Artosis, and I'd like to thank you first off for watching the weekly news this week. And I'm basically going to show you how you can go right ahead and, you know, put in your 2 cents, ask questions that you may want, and stuff like that. So basically, you know, you go to Twitter and go ahead and say something like, hey, at Artosis, who has some real potential that we don't hear about in the scene right now. You know, if you kind of want to know who's good and or who's being looked at a lot right now by the higher-ups. Or maybe you want to put, hey, at Artosis, I just can't seem to make Mechanic versus Zerg work on Python. Help? Well, you know, if you need some certain tips or whatever, go for it. And how about some tips to make the show better? You know, you want to see more or less or something?
put more SC2 coverage into the news plix plox. Yeah, you know, won't necessarily use everything, but you can also throw out some other opinions and whatnot. Maybe you're dumb and you want to type something like, Vitality is a more skilled pro gamer than Jaedong. I would love for someone to be stupid enough to type me that. Or maybe you need advice on life. I think Leda is a top 5 Terran in the world. Is something wrong with me? Well, it is, and you know, maybe if people want me to explain these type of things to them, go ahead. But anyways, you know, just go ahead. Send me out some little tweets like that. I will read all of them every week, and anything that I think is interesting or will go in the show well, or you know, anything that people are really up for seeing, whether it's a tip or something about the inside of the esports scene in Korea. I know that not everyone lives esports every day, all day like I do, so a lot of this stuff I know other people don't. So if you're interested in it, please go right ahead. Thanks.